Good morning, students. Welcome to class 6 Mathematics, chapter 11 Algebra, lecture number 1. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is Algebra. We will start this topic with introduction. Then we will do matchstick patterns. And after that, use of variables in common rules. These three topics we will cover in our today's lecture. Introduction, matchstick patterns, and use of variables in common rules. Let's start with introduction. The branch of mathematics in which we studied numbers is arithmetic. You have learned about numbers in maths. That branch of mathematics is known as arithmetic, in which we study about numbers. The branch of mathematics in which we studied shapes is geometry. This also you know, because you have learned many shapes in maths, and that branch of mathematics in which we study about geometry, about shapes, is known as geometry. In algebra, we study about use of letters to write rules and formulas in a general way. Now, this is the third branch that we are going to start today, that is algebra. In arithmetic, you study about numbers. In geometry, you studied about shapes. And in algebra, you will study about how to use letters, English letters, in making formulas and rules. Now see what is variable. First of all, I am going to tell you the terms which are used in this chapter, that is algebra chapter. First is variable. The word variable means something that can vary, that is change. Vary means change. The value of variable is not fixed. It can take different values. The word variable means change, means which can change, which is not fixed. Okay, one is fixed. When we are talking about one means only one. When we are talking about two, it means only two things. Okay, but when we are talking about any variable, okay, it means it is not fixed. It can be 1, it can be 2, 3, 4 or any number. So if an English alphabet is written, that is X, Y, M, N, that is a variable and it can take any value. Now see the matchstick patterns. Patterns can be made by using matchstick to form letters of English such as L, C, W, etc. or geometrical shapes such as equilateral triangle, square, etc. You have made these matchstick patterns, that is not new for you. With the help of matchsticks, you have made L, C, W and many more English letters. But today we are going to learn how to find out the formula with this matchstick pattern. See, look at the pattern of letter L formed by matchsticks. You can see clearly that this is the pattern of letter L. In figure 1, I have made one letter L with 2 matchsticks. In figure 2, I have made 2 letter L with 4 matchsticks. In third figure, I have made 3 letter L. In figure 1, 2 matchsticks are used for 1 L. Clear? In one figure. See only first figure. In that figure, 1 L has made. And how many matchsticks are used in that? 2. Now see figure 2. In figure 2, 4 matchsticks are used for 2L. That is also clear. See the third one now. In figure 3, 6 matchsticks are used for 3L. Fine. This is called the pattern. Okay. In first figure we have made 1L. In second we have made 2L. In third figure we have made 3L. And if we make the fourth one, then we will make 4L. Let's prepare one table to understand this. See the table now. Number of L formed. First of all, we have made 1L, then 2L, then 3, or if other we are making, then 4, then 5, and so on we can make. Now see number of matchsticks used. For 1, 2, for 2L, 4, for 3, 6, for 4. If we made 4 L's, then how many matchsticks are used in that? Definitely 2 more, that is 8. And in 5, 10. We observe that the number of matchsticks required is double the number of L's formed. This is clear from the table. We have seen in the table that if we have made 1 L, we are using 2 matchsticks. If we are making 2L, then we are using 4 matchsticks. Means number of matchsticks required is double. Double the number of times we are making L. Let N is the number of times L formed. Now we are not writing L 1 time, 2 times, 3 times or 4 times. I am saying that we are making the letter L n times. N is any number. I said na that n is a variable. These English alphabets are known as variable. So n is any number. For n equal to 1, suppose we are making 1L. 1L. So number of matchsticks used are 2 multiplied by 1 equal to 2. 2 is used in 1L and number of times we are making L? 1 time. So it is 2 multiplied by 1 equal to 2. I am repeating, I am again explaining, listen to me carefully. If n number of times we are making L, okay, n is any number, let it be 1 now. For 1 times we are making L. So number of matchsticks used are, in 1L, we said that 2 matchsticks are used. So 2 multiplied by 1. This 1 is number of times we are making L. So 2 multiplied by 1 equal to 2. When n equal to 2, means when we are making number of times L 2 times. So number of matchsticks used are 2 multiplied by 2 equal to 4. Or n equal to 3 means we are making L 3 times. So number of matchsticks used 2 multiplied by 3 equal to 6 and so on. If we are making 4 times, then it is 2 multiplied by 4. If we are making 5 times, then 2 multiplied by 5. If we are making 6 times, then it is 2 multiplied by 6. So what is the formula you have seen here? So for n number of matchsticks used equal to 2 multiplied by n equal to 2n. This is the formula. When we are making n number of times L, we don't know this n. This can be 4, 5, 10, 20, 50, whatever it is. Okay, if for n, number of mastic used is 2, 2 for 1L, and multiply by number of times we are making L. Now we are making n number of times. So it is 2 multiply by n, 2n. It will be more clear to you. I am giving you one more example. See, this is the pattern of C. In the same way, we can make the pattern of C. In first figure, I have made 1C. In second figure, 2C. In third figure, 3C. In figure 1, 3 matchsticks are used for 1C. In figure 2, 6 matchsticks are used for 2C. In figure 3, 9 matchsticks are used for 3C. Now let's prepare table once again to understand this. Number of times C formed, let it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Now number of matchsticks used, for 1, 3, for 2, 6, for 3, 9, for 4. How we find out the number of matchsticks used in 4? Because in 1C we are using 3 matchstick. Okay, अगर एक में 3 matchsticks यूज हो रही हैं तो 4 में कितनी होंगी? That is 4 multiplied by 3. Okay, so 12, and in 5 it is 15. So if we write the letter M for the number of C's formed, then the number of matchsticks required is 3M. Now we are writing C M times. Not 1 time, not 2 time, not 3 time, we don't know. Okay, here letter M is a variable because it can change. M can be 1 also, M can be 2 also, M can be 3, 4, 5, any number. We can write down C as many times as we want. So, we are writing it with letter M. Suppose we are making C M number of times. Okay. So, how many matchsticks are used? It is 3M. 3, from where this 3 comes? Number of matchsticks used in 1M. And what is this M? Sorry, 1C. And what is this M? The M is the number of times we are writing C. So it is 3M. Here the letter M is an example of variable. This I have told you. It can take any value 1, 2, 3, 4 or any value. Note one thing. In 4x, 4 is constant and x is variable. But together 4x is variable. In algebra, you will read 2 new words, variable and constant. Constant means fixed. Variable means which can change. So suppose we are talking about 4x. What do you mean by this 4x? In 4x, 4 is constant because 4 is 4. We cannot make 4 5. We cannot make 4 6. 4 is fixed. But x, we don't know the value of x. It can be any number. So x is variable. X can change. When x equal to 2 means now we are taking the value of x as a 2. So what does it mean? 4x means 4 multiplied by x. Actually 4x means 4 multiplied by x. So, when x equal to 2, it is 4 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 8. Don't write it as a 42. Okay, 4x. 4x is 4 multiplied by x. Now, whatever is the value of x, you can put it there. Do not confuse x plus 10 with 10x. They both are different. X plus 10, this is plus we are doing, and 10x means 10 multiplied by x. They are not same. They are different. See some more alphabets. Letter A as this. If we are writing letter A as this, now tell me how many mastics are used in this letter A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mastics are used. Okay. So, if in one letter A, 6 mastics are used, then how you can write down the rule? It is 6 and you can write down any variable now. Let it be x. 6x. Okay. If x equal to 1, so it is 6 mastics are used. If we are writing letter A 2 times, then x equal to 2. So it is 6 multiplied by 2. That is 12. Means if we are writing 2 times A, we need 12 mastics. See more. Letter Z as in this way. How many mastics are used in letter Z? 3. So what is the rule of this? Let the number of times we are making Z is x. So rule is 3x. Letter U. Like this. How many mastics are used in U? 3. Now let the number of times formed U is M. M number of times we are writing U. So what is the rule? It is 3M. So whatever variable we want to take, we can take. Now see the letter S. How many mastics are used in letter S? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mastics are used. So if the number of times we are writing letter S is N. So its rule is S for S 5N. Is this clear now? Now see, we can use it in common rules also. How we can use it in common rules? Rules from geometry. First is perimeter of a square. You know perimeter of a square is sum of the length of the sides of the square. Okay, it is the sum of the length of all the sides. And you know very well that in square all the sides are equal. Let it be L. So what is it? 4 times the length of a side, because 4 times L is there. Okay, so its rule is 4 times the length of the side of the square, and the side is L. So it is 4 multiplied by L, which is equal to 4L. In this way, formula has made. You know the formula, but you don't know how it has been derived. Okay, so this L is variable and this 4 is constant. L can be any number. Let it be 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter or 4 centimeter, any. Now see, second is perimeter of a rectangle. It is 2L plus 2B. Why 2L plus 2B? Because 2 times we have length and 2 times we have breadth. Okay, so we are adding it L plus B plus B. 2L plus 2B. Next is commutative property of addition. This you have done in whole number chapter also. That is the chapter number 2. Commutative property of addition. What is commutative property? Commutative property is A plus B equal to B plus A. Now here A and B, these both are variable and they can hold any number, any value. Let A equal to 2 and B equal to 3. So 2 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 2. Or if A equal to 4 and B equal to 5, then 4 plus 5 equal to 5 plus 4. A and B can take any number value. Next is commutative property of multiplication. Now we will see in multiplication. It is A multiplied by B equal to B multiplied by A. A and B can hold any number here. If A equal to 2 and B equal to 3, then it is 2 multiplied by 3 equal to 3 multiplied by 2. A and B can take any number value. Now on the basis of above explanation, your homework is to do exercise 11.1 question number 1 in notebook and question 3 to 10 in book. And of exercise 11.2 question number 1 to 4 in book. These questions are very easy, only you need to read it very carefully. Now I am reading one question of exercise 11.1 for you. This is the question number 4 of exercise 11.1. If there are 50 mangoes in a box, how will you write the total number of mangoes in terms of number of boxes? In one box there are 50 mangoes. Okay. So how will you write down the number of mangoes in terms of boxes if there are B number of boxes? We don't know the number of boxes we have. Let it be B. Okay, B is a variable. So how we will write down number of mangoes we have? In one box we have 50 mangoes. So in B boxes we have 50 multiplied by B. It is 50 B mangoes. In this way you have to do all the questions. Thank you.